When Sophie came to us a few months ago, it was the worst case of Demodex mange I've ever seen. We thought she was going to lose that eye as a result of secondary infection, but yay, she gets better. And then boo, she crashes in this respiratory distress. You see that belly breathing? I get her to Bastrop Animal Vet as fast as I can. Christine comes in right behind me, and we left her there, but got this report later. Christine's talking to the vet, and it looks like Sophie has an enlarged heart. It's unrelated to the ivermectin, which I thought it was ivermectin toxicity, so she's on some medicine right now to get the fluid off of her lungs, but it looks like she's in congestive heart failure right now. So I'm just going to go to the vet and just see her and see where we can go from here. This animal's been through so much. These other goofballs don't know anything. They're just like, hey. Elvis always knows.
I've gotten really
So when we get to Bastrop Veterinary Hospital, of course, it's sad. Sophie's not doing well, but her O2 counts are good enough to bring her home. Christine puts a plea out on Facebook for prayers and well wishes, and we take Sophie home and wish we could take her to Austin, put her in an oxygen chamber, but we don't have those kinds of resources, so we waited out through the night, and the next morning, here's what happens.
You look so good. Look at you. Look at you.
So I went to see Dr. Barretts to explain to me scientifically what had happened.
So when Sophie first presented, we were worried about the adverse reaction to Ivomec because she had been on Ivomec for, mange.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, typically the Ivomec doesn't really present in that type of way with the difficulty breathing and shortness of breath and lethargy. It's more neurologic, and so I kind of took a step back at that point and decided that running some more diagnostics would be advantageous for us to really figure out what was going on. And then at that point we took some chest x-rays and we were able to find that she was in the acute stages of heart failure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she had congestive heart failure. Her lungs had a lot of edema and she was having difficulty breathing because of that. And so once we were able to figure out, well, okay, it's not really a reaction to the Ivomec, it's a completely separate problem, then we were able to institute a proper therapy, which included, the Lasix to take a lot of that fluid off of her lungs, and then proceed down a different path of, okay, well, why did she go into these acute stages of heart failure? Typically, dogs that go into acute heart failure have anatomic abnormalities like a valve defect or some other inciting cause to put them into heart failure. So my thought was, okay, well, let's schedule more diagnostics, the echocardiogram with the cardiologist, and see, does she have a congenital abnormality in her heart causing this issue? And so we scheduled the echocardiogram with the cardiologist, and actually everything turned out normal. And so we're kind of baffled at this point why she went into heart failure in the first place. It could have been an acute respiratory distress syndrome, is what they call it, ARDS, or it could have been due to a false negative on a previous heartworm test, causing her to have kind of this pulmonary thromboembolism type situation. We don't really know, but regardless,
I'm calling it a Christmas miracle.
it was, and
These doctors use a lot of technical terms for miracle.
It really is. She's so lucky to be doing so well, just because her prognosis was not that great.
Right.
And now to see her, is completely normal, happy, healthy, and she might not even have to be on heart medications anymore. It's kind of amazing, the situation that Sophie found herself in.
Can I give you a hug?
Absolutely.
There's a table between us. It's safe. Thank you.
No problem.
When we were in the lobby at Bastrop Veterinary Hospital, Sophie kept staring at that Christmas tree. This was before echocardiogram. It's like she knew something special had happened. It's miraculous. It's a miracle. Science is a miracle. People who care are a miracle. And we are blessed with so many great friends. Everything that we do for these animals out here, a lot of people have helped us make this happen. Happy New Year. Thank you.